Hi, so for chapter 9, I'm going to do problem number 5 and 18, and we're going to start off with number 5, and it goes over probability. To understand probability, I wrote out the equation, and it's number of elements of A over the number of elements of S. So technically, it means to find out probability, take the number of what needs to be found divided by the total sample space, and the sample space is the set of all possible outcomes for an experiment. And we'll go through examples so you'll understand it better. So for number 5, the question is listed out as a box contains 3 red balls, 5 black balls, 4 white balls. Suppose one ball is drawn at random. Find the probability of each of the following events. So A asks for black ball is drawn. I drew out some circles to help illustrate it visually. So the blue is the black balls. And then the black ball is drawn. So you count how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So we have 12 balls in total, and 5 of them are blue. So your probability of choosing a black ball is going to be 5 out of 12. So our next question is a black or white ball being drawn. And as we said before, we have 12 balls, correct? So we write out 12. And then black or white. So it could be either or. So what we're going to do is add them together, which is 5 plus 4, which is 9. So our chances of getting either a black or a white together is 9. So it'd be 9 over 12. And then neither a red nor a white ball is drawn. So these are completely eliminated. So it only leaves us with the black balls as an option to be drawn from. So it's 5 out of 12 once again. And then a red ball is not drawn. So what do you guys think that is? Yep, it's the same as B, because a red ball is not drawn, so we just count the black and the white balls together, which is 9, and then out of a total of 12. And then for E, a black ball, now this is a trick question, a black ball and a white ball are drawn. So in our question, it said find the probability that a ball is drawn at random. Only one ball, correct? So there's no possible outcome to get a black and a white, so that would be 0. And then for F, black or white or red is drawn. So any single ball that we can choose from is available to choose from, any color. So it would be 12 out of 12. You have a 50-50 chance of choosing whichever one. So for our next question, 18, it's a little bit confusing on the formula, so don't feel nervous about it. It'll make sense with the example. But what we're working on is going to be a combination. So the definition of a combination is an arrangement in which orders aren't important. So because it is a combination, when you read out the question that I'll show you in a second, you're going to realize this combination because there is no specific order. It's just asking for it. And then the number of S objects chosen a set of O objects will give you the combination formula of SCO. And it's going to write out to S like that, and then the O and S minus O. And for our example, like I said, it'll make it more clear. So for 18, it's asking, a club consists of 10 members, and how many different ways can a group of 3 people be selected to go on a European trip? So as I said before, there isn't a specific order. It's not saying is the third person not involved or the third person will go last or anything like that. So you write out the formula, which is 10C3, and then you write it out like this. And you subtract 10 minus 3, which is 7. And then from here, because there's like terms, I'm going to write it out just so it's more clear and you understand it fully. Because this can be a little confusing. 2, 1, over 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So for 10 and 7, the likes term go all the way up until 7, correct? So you're going to cancel out from 7 and below and 7 and below, which leaves you with the 3, which turns into, just like we simplified the 10 into 10 times 9 times 8, and you go down the line, the 3 will lead into 3 times 2 times 1. And when we multiply these together, for 10 times 9 times 8, you get 720, and 3 times 2 is 6, times 1 is 6, and we divide that to get a total of 120. So there's 120 ways that a group of 3 can be selected to go on the European trip. My bad. Okay, well, that's it for class today. Thank you.